A young Caucasian woman left town without explanation, and that silence told me everything.
That evening I came home expecting nothing more than a quiet house and some leftovers. Instead, the silence was heavier than usual, the kind that presses against your ears. Her shoes weren't by the door, her coat wasn't on the hook. That excuse had become routine in our marriage, worn thin but still serviceable, like a lie you repeat until it sounds true. Then my phone buzzed. A single message, short, casual. I'm out of town for a few days, don't wait up. No explanation. No apology, no call. I stared at the screen and something settled inside me. It wasn't anger, not yet. It was clarity. Every late night, every sudden trip, every time she turned her phone face down on the table, it all lined up into a picture I could no longer pretend not to see. We had been married for 14 years. I built my life slowly, deliberately. I believed in stability, in showing up, in doing things the right way. She used to say she admired that about me, that it made her feel safe. But I guess somewhere along the way, safe started to feel boring. I didn't reply right away. I poured a glass of water, sat at the kitchen table, and thought about the man I was 5 years ago, or on our wedding day. That man would have called, asked questions, tried to fix something that was already broken. Instead, I typed one sentence: "Enjoy your time. I'll have the papers ready when you get back." I sent it, then turned my phone off. That night, I slept better than I had in months. The next few days were strange, peaceful, but with sharp edges. Her family tried to reach me. Friends I hadn't spoken to in years suddenly wanted to check in. I didn't respond. I went to work, focused on my projects, and just let the silence do its work. In that quiet, I realized how long I'd been carrying a weight that wasn't even mine. When she finally came back, it wasn't dramatic. No slammed doors, no shouting. She stood in the living room with her suitcase, her voice trembling. "Please," she said, "just listen to me." I looked at her and felt nothing like hate, just distance. She told me stories, confessions wrapped in excuses about loneliness and pressure. She said it didn't mean anything, that we could go back to how things were. And that's when I understood something important. She didn't miss me. I told her calmly that I was done, that I had already spoken to a lawyer. This wasn't revenge. It was a decision. Her expression changed, desperation turning to anger. She accused me of being cold, of caring more about my pride than our love. I let her speak. When she was finished, I just said, "You made your choices quietly. I'm making mine out loud." The divorce process uncovered more than just an affair. There were financial lies, secret accounts, deals that didn't add up. I learned that betrayal rarely travels alone. It brings friends. People asked if I was devastated, if I felt broken. The truth surprised even me. I felt lighter, like I had been living in a room with bad air and someone finally opened a window. Months passed, the house changed. New furniture replaced old memories. Mornings became calm, evenings became mine. I stopped explaining myself. One afternoon, I ran into her at a grocery store. She looked smaller somehow, like life had stopped cushioning her fall. She asked how I was doing, and I told her the truth. "I'm at peace." She nodded, but I don't think she really understood. Later that night, I sat on my balcony watching the city lights come on. I thought about how close I had come to staying, to accepting less than honesty just to avoid change. It was the point where I finally started telling it myself. Some losses aren't tragedies. They're corrections. And for the first time in years, I felt certain that I had chosen myself and that was enough. Thanks for listening. If this story resonated with you, consider subscribing for more.